And we are live, guys. We are live. We are live just in time to catch the Liverpool Derby County Carabao Cup third round penalty shootout. We are live. We're gonna do some Premier League round 15 review. We're gonna do some World Cup. McGoldrick and he scores. So we're actually watching the Carabao Cup as we speak, and we will do a little bit of Champions League as well. We'll do World Cup. We'll do Carabao Cup. If we have some time, we'll check out the other leagues. We're going to have some fun today. So, Derby County won, and Liverpool about to take their first penalty. Young Bajcetic is stepping up. This could be it for Liverpool, or who knows? They might just prevail. I didn't watch the game, guys. I was watching the Man City Chelsea game, of course, and I didn't watch multiple screens. And it's saved, but the goalkeeper could be off his line, though. So, but the goalkeeper saved the Liverpool penalty, and the game is at Anfield. Derby County currently in League One. Yeah, that's going to be taken over. I knew that. I knew that. That goalkeeper is, I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. This should be VAR, right? What is going on here? There's no VAR. Big up to everybody watching the stream. There's no VAR right now. He was way off his line, though. I didn't even realize these guys went to Derby, Goldrick and Horahan. So Horahan to take versus Quivi and Kelleher. Horahan, and it's saved as well. So Kelleher could be the hero today. But yeah, guys, big up to everybody in the stream, man. We're back with some live action. We'll be looking at some Champions League round of 16, Europa League in terms of, some of the matchups. We're looking to actually catch up today. I'm a bit behind when it comes to the Premier League match week 15 review because I didn't actually do anything for the games on the weekend. It's been hectic, man. Been working on some World Cup content as well. So we're gonna have a little World Cup chat. And we're gonna have a nice little stream today, man. So big up to everybody who joined, big up to everybody watching the replay right now. But right now, as we speak, guys, we are watching the Liverpool Derby County penalty shootout, and it's 1-1. Well, 1-0 so far for Derby County. Liverpool to take their second penalty. Oxlade Chamberlain, and he scores. It hits the bar and goes the post and goes in, I mean. So let's pull up the Carabao Cup. We'll take a look at the Carabao Cup first and foremost. So Carabao Cup, and we're going to go through all the results. I didn't see all the games, of course. I'm just looking at some of the results as well. So let's just pull that up right now. So, all right. This is what's going on. And it's saved by Kelleher. It is saved by Kelleher. So Derby County making a meal of it. Another penalty saved by Kelleher. Wow. I actually saw Kelleher live in person too, so it's pretty cool. So Roberto Firmino missed out on the Brazil squad. He's stepping up. Let's see what happens. Big up to Pacharo. How are you doing? Roberto Firmino stutters. And that's the worst penalty I've seen in a very, very long time, man. Firmino, are you justifying the fact that Brazil didn't take you to the World Cup? What kind of penalty was that? That has to be one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. That was horrible. No confidence whatsoever. Wow. These penalty kicks have been horrible. So 1 each after 3 kicks. Liverpool and Derby County. And Sibley scores. Sibley scores. Big up to Harry Morgan in the house. Big up to Goat. So Derby County gone 2-0 up. 2-1 up, pardon me. And it's Liverpool time to take. So let's actually just click this right here. And we're going to see the penalty shootout, the timeline right here. All right, this is what's going on. Louis Sibley just scored. And Darwin Nunez is about to step up. We're going to take a look at the Champions League round of 16 and make some early predictions today as well. All right, so stay tuned. All right, Darwin Nunez to take his penalty. Darwin Nunez, score or miss. Darwin Nunez. And that's a horrible penalty too, but it went in. That was an atrocious penalty, but it went in. That's just my opinion. That was not a good penalty. Yeah, that was not a good penalty. Almost saved it. He got a fingertips to that. I guess it's a good one if it went in, right? So it's now 2-2. Lewis Dobbin, who is an Everton loanee, as you heard. And Derby is taking their 5th penalty as we speak, guys. So big up to everybody in the stream. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. We'll be doing a fun stream today. Dobbin, and it's saved. Derby County, you blew it, man. You blew it big time. Kelleher, Quiveen Kelleher, man. Quiveen Kelleher, man. God damn. Astounding penalty save there by the young Liverpool goalkeeper, Quiveen, the Dream Kelleher. All right, so now it's Harvey Elliott's turn to win it. To win it for Liverpool. Is he going to blow it or is he going to score? All right, so this could be the last kick. And Harvey Elliott could actually be the hero. Harvey Elliott steps up and he scores, and Liverpool goes into the 4th round simply because of Quiveen Kelleher and some poor penalty taken by the Derby County players. No wonder they are now in League One. Okay, so Elliott wins it for Liverpool, and that's it for this game. 3-2 in the penalty shootout after they finished in a 0-0 draw. So big up to each and everybody in the house. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. We're going to be doing a lot more live streams going forward. It's World Cup time. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have a lot of discussions. And we're going to dissect a lot of things. So Liverpool prevail. Guys, let's take a look at these Carabao Cup results and talk about the Carabao Cup. Check out when the next draw would be and then move on. So I got something, Carabao Cup theme right here in the background. And let's talk a bit of Carabao Cup. We won't be super long on the EFL Cup, but let's take a look at the games that went down yesterday, guys. 3rd round of matches. Stevenage won, Charlton won, Charlton 5-4 on penalties. Let's take a look at what happened in this game. You had Luke Norris scoring from the penalty spot and Chucks Aneke in the 87th minute. Charlton went on to win on penalties, 5-4. Let's go back. We're not going to linger. Bristol City 1, Lincoln City 3. In this game, we had Matty Virtue in the 6th minute, Ben House in the 15th, Paddy O'Connor in the 49th, and a consolation goal for Bristol City by Tommy Conway in the 80th minute. Lincoln move on to the 4th round. Bournemouth 4, Everton 1. I'm yet to actually watch the highlights for these games. I've been so busy, man. There's been so much to do, just making sure I stay on top of the World Cup content that we're going to talk about today as well. Definitely going to get some World Cup content into this. So if you love the World Cup, you love the Champions League, we will be getting into some of that today. So big up to Benjamin Borrero, 3 amazing saves from our number 2 keeper in the penalty shootout. Matthew Walcott, big up to you, man. Appreciate you coming through Marcel as well. Appreciate you coming through. So, guys, today's stream is just to wrap things up, man. To wrap up everything. I missed out on some of the reviews, like match week 15 review. I actually didn't do anything on that because I've been a bit overwhelmed with things, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm choosing today to do that. So look, Bournemouth 4, Everton 1. This is a shocking result for me, but maybe Everton put out. Let's just first see the Everton lineup that they put out, right? So Bournemouth put out a typical Bournemouth lineup, right? But a few rotations with guys like Stanislas and Jamal Lowe, Jamaican international there, guys like Jaden Anthony coming in, Ryan Christie, players back from injury like Ben Pearson and Joe Rothwell. You see that, right? You see what Bournemouth did. And they did well. You know, for Everton, this was okay. Tom Davies, Ducory has fallen out of favor. Joe Garner, Nathan Patterson, Vinagre. Yeah, this is definitely both teams, of course, rotated their 11s, and Bournemouth came out on top. So Jamal Lowe in the 7th, Julian Stanislas in the 47th. Then Demari Gray pulled it back to make it 2-1 in the 67th minute, but Emiliano Marcondes in the 78th, Jaden Anthony, right youngster there in the 82nd to give Bournemouth a massive win to go into the 4th round. So the next game, MK Dons 2, Morecambe 0. So Warren O'Hara in the 18th, Matthew Dennis in the 51st for MK Dons. So we move on. The Dons go into the next round. I won't mind drawing the Dons. Man City versus the Dons. Why not? Leicester 3, Newport County 0. I could remember Man City smashing Newport County a couple years ago. James Justin in the 44th, and the veteran, legendary player, Jamie Vardy with a brace in the 70th and 82nd minute. So very one-sided game there as Leicester romped to a massive 3-0 win. So once again, like to shout out everybody in the house. Mr. Skiller, big up to you. He said, we deserve to lose. Klopp made too many changes, in my opinion. We can't keep doing this in early rounds and nearly going out every time as he makes so many changes. Well, I guess it was meant to happen. I guess it was, meant for Kelleher to be the hero again. You know what I'm saying? And we will be looking at the U.S. men's national team squad a little bit later too, where Elias is saying no Zach Steffen in the squad. Not surprised, man. Steffen has been garbage, so not surprised. So Burnley 3, Crawley Town 1. Ashley Barnes, well, okay, Dom Telford in the 22nd. Ashley Barnes equalizing in the 24th, and Anas Zurori with a brace in the 79th and 90th minute as Vincent Kompany and Burnley doing pretty well since he took in charge. So we move on to the next game. Brentford 1, Gillingham 1. Gillingham actually winning 6-5 on penalties. Let's take a look at this. Ivan Toney in the 3rd. Mikhail Mandron in the 75th, and penalty shootout. Who missed their penalty? Mikhail Damsgaard, of all people, missed their penalty as Gillingham scored all 6 of their penalty, pardon me. And of course, Ivan Toney scored his as well. And Buemo, Josh De Silva, Godos, pretty strong team they put out, wasn't able to beat Gillingham. So let's move on. Brentford out of the competition. Gillingham move on. So Wolves 1, Leeds 0 today. Actually, Wolves needed that. Boubacar Traore, one of their newer players, to score in the 85th minute. Leeds are knocked out. Not a bad thing. They should be able to focus on the Premier League and continue picking up points, as they have definitely pulled things back in the last 2 games. But Wolves, that will do their confidence a whole lot of good, as they are struggling big time in the league. So we move. And the next game, Nottingham Forest 2, Tottenham 0. This is a massive win and a massive boost for Forest, as Renan Lodi scored a brilliant right-footed goal in the 50th minute, celebrated with a good knee slide there. And Jesse Lingard to score his first goal for Forest in the 57th minute, and Orel Mangala got a red card as Tottenham bow out of this season's Carabao Cup. So this was a Tottenham team Perisic, Kane. Kane just doesn't take a break, right? Come on, it's a little Carabao Cup game. Take a damn break, man. And let somebody else play. Let Lucas Moura get a little run out. You want to play every game. God damn. But this is pretty strong 11 put out by Conte, and they lost. You see Fraser Foster getting in some game time there for Spurs there as well. For Forest, you never know what's gonna happen because this team, we don't know. But guys like Sam Surridge and Willie Bolly getting some game time there. O'Brien, Mangala, he got sent off 2 yellows. So this competition is just a competition that you give other people opportunities, but Harry Kane does not believe in that whatsoever. But if you check what City did, if you check what Liverpool did, Chelsea did, they rotated. A lot of teams chose, choose this competition to rotate, but it seems like Spurs didn't want to give Harry Kane a break. Look, you got the World Cup coming up. Think about it. The World Cup, in 12 days, and you want to start in the Carabao Cup. Like, come on, Kane. And when you think about it, right, Conte, you say, okay, at least he might win a trophy for Spurs, and there's one trophy not winnable because they got knocked out. Wow. One of the easiest one to win as well. So maybe that's what he did. Maybe he actually went for the trophy and screwed things up, still screwed things up. Very, very Spursy performance, if you ask me, to lose to bottom team Forest. So Arsenal, whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't know this. I'm just finding this out. Whoa, Arsenal actually lost. Okay, from a winning position. Eddie Nketiah in the 20th. Okay. Danny Welbeck finally scored from the penalty spot. Kaoru Mitoma, this player scored in the last game. You got to keep an eye on this Japanese international. Keep an eye on him. He's been performing so well. He dribbles, he just runs constantly. Look for him, man. Look for him. Tariq Lamptey getting some game time and scoring as well. So big 3-1 win for Brighton as Roberto De Zerbi wins his 3rd game on the bounce as Brighton's manager. So give a round of applause to him, man. All right, I think that's all he deserves. But wow, Arsenal, they dominated the shots, possession, passing in most departments and still lost at home at that. So is this a sign of things to come? As a Man City fan, I hope. I really, really hope, man. So yet again, big up to everybody in the stream. Appreciate you guys tuning in for yet another one. We are live. We're going to talk Premier League. We're going to talk Carabao Cup. We will talk World Cup. We will talk Champions League as well. And we'll make it quick. We won't linger too much on each topic. So we move. Sheffield Wednesday and Southampton playing to a 1-1 draw. And guys, something that I have not yet reacted to, Southampton have sacked Ralph Hasenhuttl. So I don't know if they appointed anybody yet, but let's find out who was in charge today. And we scroll down and Celes Salvador, Ruben Celes Salvador, actually in charge, maybe as interim manager of Southampton right now. I don't know if he was appointed because I haven't checked the news on Southampton, but Darren Moore, I'm pretty sure this is Darren. Yep, Darren Moore's Sheffield Wednesday loss on penalties. Not a bad showing though. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Darren Moore. So McCarthy getting some game time there for Southampton. You see, pretty similar team that they put out in the Premier League as well, because a lot of youngsters. Hasenhuttl couldn't keep the job though. They just got fed up with Hasenhuttl because how could you get smacked up 9-0 twice and still keep the job? I don't know how he survived those, but I think he outlasted a lot of Premier League managers. I think he was there for like 4 years. So he pretty lucky. Pretty damn lucky. You know what I mean? So good win for Southampton. That new manager bounce, you call that. So Josh Winders in the 24th minute and James Ward-Prowse on a penalty spot. Second minute of first half extra time. Congrats to Southampton. They needed that. More penalty drama as West Ham and Blackburn Rovers play to a 2-2 draw. Blackburn Rovers going on to win 10-9 on penalties. In this game, Jack Vale in the 6th minute, Pablo Fornals in the 38th, and Mikel Antoni in the 78th, and Ben Brereton, the Chilean, on fire for Blackburn in the 88th to take it to pens, and Blackburn went on to win the penalty shootout. West Ham dominated. Look at the shots. Look at the shots. A lot of waste, though. Only 5 on target. So give it up to Blackburn. Let's check the timeline. Who missed their penalty here? Angelo Ogbonna missed his penalty. So not good. There's a Dominic Hyam in there. Big up to Dominic Hyam, my namesake. You did well. You did well. You did well, bro. So shame on you, Ogbonna, as West Ham bow out of this season's Carabao Cup. We move. Once again, big up to everybody in the house right now. We're going to talk some Premier League. We're going to talk some Champions League as well. We're going to do a little mini roundup of everything, but we got to touch on the Carabao Cup. So, Newcastle. Oh, Newcastle, you are so lucky. Newcastle won on penalties, 3-2 after the game ended in a 0-0 draw. They just can't stop winning, man. So, let me see who played this game for Newcastle. Nick Pope. Okay, they still put out a strong 11 if Nick Pope is there, but rotated a little. Manquillo and these guys have been playing a lot. Target, Lascelles, St. Maxima, Wood, Elliot Anderson, Shelby, Jolie. Okay. Crystal Palace, pretty similar team. Okay, Klein back in the team again. Nice to see him. And, all right, Kieran Trippier, Willock. Okay, so congrats to Newcastle. Let's see who actually scored and missed their penalties. Bruno Guimaraes missed. Wow. So, actually, the way it was, Chris Wood scored, Luka Milivojevic missed, it seems. No, yeah. Kieran Trippier and Will Hughes scored. Joel Linton and Joel Ward scored. So it was, how did it go on like this, though? Is it from what are we looking at? From top to bottom? Maybe from top to bottom. It got to be from top to I don't even know. Seriously. I really don't. Is it from top to bottom? Because if it's what? 3-2. Bam, bam. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah. It had I understand what happened now. Because with it being 3-2, when they miss, they miss. You get a chance to take another one, so both of them miss. So it ended 3-2. Yeah, I understand what happened there. So let's keep it moving. Newcastle move on. Crystal Palace out. Man City 2, Chelsea 0. This is a game I actually saw, guys. And I didn't know there was games tomorrow, but United play Villa again. Let's see if they're going to lose to Villa in back-to-back games. But before we get to the Man City Chelsea, let's talk Liverpool Derby County. I didn't watch the game. It ended in a 0-0 draw. 3-2 for Liverpool in the penalty shootout. We actually did a little mini watch along for the penalty shootout at the start of this stream. So to see the Liverpool 11 there, highly rotated. Gomez, Tsimikas, Nat Phillips, Ramsey, Chamberlain, Bajcetic, Clark, however you say this guy name, Frorendorf, Stewart, Carvalho. Wow. And Liverpool still won. Shame on you, Derby County. They had enough quality in their team. Mendes Leng, he played Premier League football before. Conor Hourihane played Premier League football before. You know what I'm saying? David McGoldrick off the bench. Come on. And y'all still lose. Shame on you. But it just shows, man. It just shows. They had Anfield. The Anfield magic work on a day. Quivin Kelleher is in the house. So Liverpool go on to win 3-2 on pens. They move on to the next round. When is the next round of draw? So let me see. Carabao Cup, 4th round draw. When is it happening? Is it happening today? I don't know. Okay, so the draw. Let me see something. Let me see if I could find something on the Carabao Cup draw. Carabao Cup draw. All right, we're gonna find out when is the draw, right? So when is the draw for the fourth round? Okay, so the draw for the fourth round. Let me see. When is the draw? Okay, it's November 10th. So tomorrow, it will be the draw. All right, the draw will be tomorrow. We'll find out who's playing who in the fourth round. Not today, but tomorrow. I think after the Aston Villa Manchester United game. So once again, big up to everybody in here, man. Pachar said, "Hey Dom, Mexico are winning the World Cup. They just destroyed Iraq 4-0. I know you gotta be trolling. Gotta be trolling. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Kelvin in the house. You have to be trolling because I don't know how you came up with that logic at all. But anyways, the last game, Man City 2, Chelsea 0. I gotta say, enjoy this game, man. I was watching it while dropping my wife to work and on the way back. I think I was watching it on the way back from dropping her to work. You know, my boy Liam was sleeping. You know, I went to get some pizza. He was still sleeping because he went to school today. You know what I'm saying? He just actually started going to school. So it kind of knocked the stuffing out of him. He's still sleeping too. I had to wake up extra early this morning. So pretty level in terms of the shots, but I had to say Chelsea had the better chances though. And even though we finished with a 2-0 win, if it wasn't for Ortega Moreno, we would have lost this game. So give it up to the German goalkeeper, Ortega Moreno, for some massive saves, man. If that was Edison in goal, we would have lost that game 100%. 100%. And big up to Peter, though. I didn't realize this. He's saying, I didn't realize this. For the London clubs, Crystal Palace, West Ham, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Spurs already out. And you could also throw Brentford in there as well. Brentford got knocked out. And there might be a few more London clubs that I didn't really notice got knocked out as well. But I didn't even realize this. Big London teams knocked out, man. Crazy. Spurs, Chelsea, and Arsenal, along with West Ham, Palace, Brentford, all gone. Wow. Great point you just made there, man. So we got Victor. Victor, bro. Oh no, bro. Chill. Anyways, yeah, just mess with my train of thought there with your nonsense there, man. This guy just keeps, I don't know why you keep bugging me on Twitter, bro. I don't know why, but you need to chill, bro. Anyways, big up to Stefan Ortega, man. And take a look at the 11s here, guys. Man City, Stefan Ortega, Rico Lewis, rising in stature, Ruben Diaz, Laporte, Gomez, Rodri, and Gundogan taking off early in the second half. Grealish had a great game. Grealish was really, really good on the day. Unlucky not to score. Cole Palmer getting 90 minutes. Mahrez with that spectacular free kick. Julian Alvarez with that follow-up for the second goal as well. He's on fire. I think he got about 7 Man City goals since he joined, which is amazing when you think about it. If you don't have Haaland in the team, you got Alvarez. His work rate is unmatched. I'm telling you, he just keeps running. And I love it, man. I really love it. You'll see him with Argentina at the World Cup. For Chelsea, Christian Pulisic, Amanda Broja, Hakim Ziyech, Louis Hall, Zachariah, Mateo Kovacic, Loftus-Cheek, Cucurella, Koulibaly, and Chalobah had their work cut off for them, along with Edward Mendy, who had to make a ton load of saves. But look, Hall had 2 great chances. Both were saved by Ortega. Pulisic had a chance, saved by Ortega. I think Pulisic had 2 great chances as well. So Chelsea had their opportunities. And late in the game, there was another opportunity that ping-pong around the box eventually went in, but it was offside. So if it wasn't for Ortega, we lose the game. We lose the game because even though we dominate the matches, whenever we allow the teams behind and they get a shot at the goalkeeper, it usually goes in. I'm not saying that Edison does not make a good save here and there, but more often than not, he gets beaten. Let's keep it real. You see what I mean? But big win for Manchester City. Mars in the 53rd. Julian Alvarez in the 58th as City romped to a 2-0 win over rivals Chelsea. A little bit of revenge for that Champions League loss a couple years ago, right? It makes me feel a little better. Just a little better. So, guys, that's the Carabao Cup for you. We did a nice little mini roundup of the English Cup, and we are going to keep it moving for sure.